do not judge anyone unless you have been in that position. Unless you are in that position, unless you know the situation. Because individuals have peculiar issues. The same rain that a farmer prays for, that same rain a furniture maker wish never comes. The same rain that fall on a sugar cane and it's sweet, that same rain fell on other crops and had no kind of sweetness to them. Because individuals have their peculiar situation. Hello there, hello friends, hello viewers. How is your day going? Mine is going great, really great by God's grace. It is another episode of Someone Said, and I am your host as usual, Oyetugashe. Today's episode is somewhat more emotional than official, and I'll tell you what I mean. Someone said, you will never find a better sparring partner than adversity. And to talk about this, I'll be looking at it from two angles, two perspectives. And the first is you. Experience, they say, is the best teacher. So many people learn from and through several mediums. Some learn from listening. They can just listen to audios, they can listen to speakers, and they can listen to victims of the past and learn from it. Some learn through watching. They watch events unfold. They watch movies. They watch a task and they can learn from it and build on that. And some learn from mere reading. They have a brain that is magnetic, that can process things they read and they never forget. But in whichever way it is, learning is progressive. So back to the topic, back to the quote. The best sparring partner you can ever get is adversity, which means until you experience it, though there is learning, though you learn from other people's mistakes and events and occurrences and experiences, but until you learn from it, until you are in that position, you cannot get the real true sense, the real concrete learning, the undiluted learning or lesson that the adversity wants to teach. This doesn't mean you should run around getting in trouble or run around getting in things that will get you off your balance. But I am here to encourage you that in that situation, if you find yourself in any sort of adversity, any sort of trouble, any sort of situation or circumstance that bothers the mind, that troubles you, know for sure that there is a learning process in it. And the best way to learn is when you are going through it. Again, there is no better sparring partner than adversity. You learn more. You learn what not to do. You learn how to go. You learn what to do and how to respond to situations when you go through them. So keep learning. When you have issues and troubles arising, looking you in the face, standing as barrier, when you have situations that limit you or tend to limit you, know that rather than retract, rather than step back or retreat, there is a learning in that situation, in that adversity. And you will never come across a problem that you cannot overcome. People tend to die in situations. People tend to perish, to drown in situations because they stop pushing forward, because they stop looking for solutions, because they quit, because they write themselves off. But as you continue to push, as you continue to learn, as you continue to look for solutions, every situation, every problem, every adversity has a solution. You only need to look for it, and you only need to know where to look, what to look for, and how to apply it. And that being said, I'll wrap that up. I hope you learned from that. And the other aspect to the quote I just said, there is no better sparring partner than adversity, is looking through others. Do not judge anyone, they say. They say until you step into their shoes, you will never know the true sense, the true stage or situation people are going through. Let me cite an example. And you know me, I go for the tense, kind of the worst of examples, the extreme, so you can see what I mean. A mother loses his child, and people come to visit. They can say they understand the situation as much as they want. They can pretend to know how the mother feels as much as they want. But they do not feel, they do not truly understand the feeling of losing, of what it takes to lose a child, how one feels to lose a child. I hope you get what I'm saying. So when you see people going through adversity and it seems like, oh, he's a lazy man, oh, he's a lazy lady, oh, he doesn't want to do this, oh, he can't do that, his mates have been doing great, his mates or his colleagues are better, this and that and that. Do not judge anyone unless you have been in that position. Unless you are in that position, unless you know the situation. Because individuals have peculiar issues. The same rain that a farmer prays for, that same rain a furniture maker wish never comes. The same rain that beats, that fall on a sugar cane and it's sweet, that same rain fell on other crops and had no kind of sweetness to them. Because individuals have their peculiar situation. Being born from the same womb does not mean you will have the same situation or same circumstances. Do not judge anyone. Like I said, people learn from several situations. Unless you are in their shoes, do not judge anyone. And a wise person said to me once, because you can carry your bucket of water does not mean the other guy's bucket is light. I don't think you heard that right. Because you can carry your weight easily without stress does not mean your neighbor's weight is as light as yours, or your neighbor's ability, the strength, the agility, the power they have can carry their own weight. So don't judge anyone. The adversity they face is peculiar to them. The way to handle it, the way to face their situation is peculiar to them. Rather than judge, try to help. Try to teach, or try to show them ways to get out of that adversity. You can never find a better sparring partner than adversity. Some are at the edge. They are about to give up. Your comments, your judgment might be that little nudge, that little push that either kicks them off the edge or saves them from perishing. What you do, in what direction you nudge them, might be the determinant of saving or killing. So don't judge anyone. No matter how you try, you can only pretend. You can only assume. You can only try to understand what situation anybody is going through. You cannot know for sure what their situation is. And if you realize that, you will not judge from your judgment throne. Because it was easy for you does not mean it is easy for the other guy. So be kind. Always be kind. In a world where you can be anything, be kind. You know, like I said earlier, the actual undiluted lesson comes from you being in that experience. Therefore, wherever and whenever you find yourself in any sort of turbulence, in any form of struggle, know that that stage is a learning period. So learn from it. And know this for sure. Problem comes. Adversity comes. They are called tests. You face problems when it is time, when your time is ripe to take another step. I'll say that again. You face problems when it is time for you to take another step. A guy that has never made a mistake, has never done a thing, is what they say. So when you see problems, in a way rejoice, because it shows that it is time for you to go a step beyond where you were. Without a war, you will never be victorious. Without a challenge, you can never be crowned a champion. Without going through battles, you cannot win a war. So adversity in a way is good because it promotes you to the next level. So, as I have said, in two ways. When it is your problem, know to learn. And secondly, and more importantly, when anyone else is going through their part of adversity, know not to judge. Rather than judge, help, but kind. Your kind words sometimes does a great deal in helping out. Again, you can never know what people are experiencing. You can only pretend to, unless you are in their shoes. And that is all I have for you. I hope you think and meditate on this and it speaks more meaning to you. Again, I can only pretend to know you, to know what you're going through. I can only pretend to advise. It is left for you to sit down and think and apply this video to what you're going through or what you see other people go through. I am pretending to know you for today. Take it upon yourself to learn and know how to apply. And to wrap it up, I would say, learn all you can. In troubles, in turbulence, in whatever thing you're going through, learn all you can. Because the lesson you gain or you learned on this stage will work for you on the next step you go. Learn all you can. Thank you for sticking around this long. I want to believe it's a very productive one, and I hope you apply this message into your life and in relation to other people. But before I go, I'll say thank you all for everyone that has subscribed. We're growing. And I am appreciative of people coming back to watch and learn. I'm appreciative of the comments, the likes. I'm appreciative of people that share and post these videos on even their social media. Thank you. We want to reach as many people as possible. It might not be for the 7 billion people on the face of the earth. We hope to change one life, one, every week if we can. So help meet that target. Share the videos, like, and subscribe if you haven't. And as I go, I reintroduce myself as Oyetugasheyi, the voice behind your mind, that voice nudging you to always be better, to keep working to be better than you were yesterday. And I'll sign out and hope to see you on the next one. Have a good one.